Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I am covering the Moscow, Idaho Bryan Kohberger case. When Bryan Kohberger got arrested on December 30th, 2022, I found his actual Instagram account. He had an Instagram account that was up not long at all. After he got arrested, it was taken down almost immediately, but I was able to snag up his entire profile. It was Bryan Christopher Kohberger. It was his Instagram. And at the time of his arrest and the time that it was up, the short period of time, it had, Bryan was following 101 people. And I was going back to see like his friends and associates and see if anyone is like really affiliated with him that he was following. Now he was following a lot of Kohbergers, a lot of, it seems like, family members, some in this country and some not in this country. But there was a particular account I was just looking at and that piqued my interest. It was an account called John Lenoir, an individual by John Lenoir, called John Lenoir, with a kind of face mask as a profile. So then I clicked on the profile of John Lenoir and I was like, whoa. I'm going to show that to you right here. Check it out. So this is the Instagram profile of dirty_glove89, John Lenoir. And Bryan Kohberger, this is the 8th person that Bryan Kohberger followed on his Instagram. He followed 101 people. This was the 8th to the bottom. So this is somebody he's been following for a while on the Instagram account. And you can clearly see here, lots of weapons. Lots of weapons. Bryan Kohberger was following this account. Unclear if this account was following him, but he was following this account. And it just looks like lots of tactical weapons, bullets, outdoor stuff, bikes you see. Very, very interesting. Who is this guy? And why was Bryan Kohberger following this guy? One thing I noticed on the profile, let me see if I can find it. This Lenoir guy made a post from the Denver airport. Here. 5-hour layover in Denver. So don't know where he's from. Tennessee, maybe Tennessee. A lot of Tennessee posts. Tennessee. So, yeah. Who is this guy? And why was Bryan Kohberger following this account? Let me know what you think. Who is that guy? Like, all types of guns and tactical gear. And he was like, almost like, when you look at someone's friends list or following list on Instagram, you scroll down, the more down it goes, they've been following them the longest. And he was like 8th on the list. He was like, some family members were before him, but he was like 8th on the list. So he's been following him for, longer than the other followers, that he's been following. So, but who is this guy? And, I'm going to share other people that he's been following, but I just wanted to throw this one out there. Does anyone ever heard of this guy? It seems like he has ties in Tennessee and Michigan. A lot of tactical gear there and stuff like that. And that seems like that is possibly the persona that Bryan Kohberger was, outdoorsman, fit, in shape, the knife sheath, the K-bar knife used in this tragedy. What's going on here, people? And, did he why is he friends with these people? If maybe you just following them just to follow them, right? Friends with them, friends with John Lenoir, or just following him just to follow a guy for what? Do you just follow random people? Like just random, like not celebrities, but you just follow random people. He doesn't look like he's a celebrity. He doesn't have a blue check mark account, just a random dude. Assuming it's a dude. I mean, the guy's John Lenoir, and I might not even be saying his name right. If it's pronounced differently, I would love to hear your input. But let me know what you think about that. Very, very interesting. Again, digging in deeply of people that Bryan Kohberger, followed. Not necessarily interested in who followed him at the time, because a lot of times when these people get into the news, then a bunch of strangers just start following their accounts. So I'm not necessarily interested in who was following him. I'm interested in who he was following, and that was his legit Instagram. It is gone. Instagram took it down like almost that day, like instantly. So subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. Digging deeply into Bryan Kohberger. Would love to hear your input. We'll talk soon. I'll be posting more individuals that he was following, and we can kind of brainstorm and kind of figure this thing out. I'm trying to see if there's a connection between Bryan Kohberger and any of the victims. We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.